Hey guys, welcome back to the MangaMark channel. Today I am watching One Piece episode 271. I'm doing the one episode in this video because it was requested of me to do 272 and 273 together. So I think those episodes are better watched together in like one video. So I'm going to do that. 271 today. I can't wait to see how it's going to put it's a way of there's so many things happening in this arc where there's like we've got in the last episode we had all the stuff with Usopp and the Giants, like explaining to Oimo about Dory and Brogy and how they've been tricked into working for the government. So I want to see how that's going to play out. I want to see how he, because I think it's quite obvious that he has convinced them. You know, the fact that he imitated Dory and Brogy's laugh to him and explained the situation. I think Oimo, based on his reaction, believes Usopp. So we can have two giants on our side here, which is great. Yeah, it's the struggle of, they took down Sodom for the crew who are on their way to catch up with Luffy. So we're all on the back of Gamora now, charging towards the courthouse where Luffy is fighting on top of the courthouse against Blueno. And based on the bit of the fight we saw from the last episode, Luffy is looking in a good spot in this fight. He shook him, Blueno did his iron body, Luffy hit him with the rifle, it hurt him, he felt it, and then he used Shave to try and get away, but Luffy kept up with him, knew exactly where he was going, and planted another one on him, put him right through a pillar. So I can't wait to see that fight and like get more of that, just to see, because the thing I love about these fights with CP9 is going to be watching their arrogance crumble, because that smug smile from Blueno as he was giving that kind of lecture to Luffy about, do you know what you are, do you know what you've done here, like you've this is a place you shouldn't have like intruded on because of like the world government, the 170 countries, all that stuff. Luffy doesn't care. He does not care. He wants his friend back. He's going to go through anybody that gets in his way. Right? So, I'm just going to jump in, see how we go. Obviously, I'll discuss at the end about the episode and give my thoughts and maybe some theories depending on how this episode goes. But yeah, guys, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Join me on my One Piece journey. Everyone that has subscribed, watches the videos, comments on the videos, thank you all so much, guys. I really appreciate it. And yeah, let's get on episode 271. Let's do it. Oh, who's calling Nami? Is it Usopp? Oh, Kokoro. Oh, okay. Is she going to tell them about Usopp's okay? I love that she's just chilling in the train. There's no path from the courthouse to the gates of justice. Oh, so she's going to explain about the gap. There's a tower on each side. Yep. Is that how we get the bridge, I take it then? Pull. Right. That could be Mozu and Kiwi's job again. Right, okay, so that's how they activate that drawbridge that we saw. Yeah, how... Oh! Exactly, ungrateful. So Tom had came and fixed that bridge for them before, and they still went through with all that stuff. Well, I suppose it was Spandam's fault, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm glad we know where to go, but is it just me, or has the animation changed in this episode? I feel like there's like... It's weird, it's like there's less detail with some of the faces, but then it changes back, and I'm like, is it just my imagination here? Whoa! Where did those come from? There's a new enemy, like the Watchdog guys. Who's this? Guilty. Oh, is that what his tattoo says? Okay. Alright, okay. Right, who are these guys? Oh, don't tell me Gamora's down as well now. Oh dear, we're on foot, guys. We're on foot from here. Oh. The Giants are on the move. Kashi's up. Yep. Oh, look. Oh, please. Please tell me. Usopp's with them. Oh, look at the smiles on these guys' faces. Oh, this is going to be great. Oh, these Marines have no idea what's about to happen here. And they're shouting and cheering as if, yeah, our giants have arrived. Our backup. Oh, don't worry, Polly. Don't worry. No, don't worry, guys. It's cool. The main man's taking care of it. Yes. See that shadow looming over you? Exactly. Boom. See you later. Before we rejoice over... Oh, Oimo looks raging. We'll take out our anger. Yes. Here we go. This is exactly what I wanted. Let's go. Oh my god. Yes. Look. King of snipers. On the shoulders of giants. He's turned the tables. Oh, I love this. This is brilliant. Oh, Frankie and Robin chatting again. But it's not, I'm jealous that my underlings aren't here to rescue me. They are here, Frankie. Oh, Frankie doesn't know his people came as well. Oh, yeah, your people are there too, man. Oh, right, okay. So, like I thought, he did give them to Kalifa and Kaku. So we're going to actually see them get devil fruit powers here. This is great. Yeah, why is this guy so scared? Those with the devil fruit powers have a devil dwelling in their bodies? What? For example, if I get closer to one of the fruits, a devil jumps out of the fruit and starts fighting the devil inside my body. I don't think that's... No, I don't think that's true. Yeah, exactly. Blueno was shaking his head like, nah, that's not true. Yeah, exactly. You're an intelligence agent, Jabra. Come on. Oh, okay. So Blueno just explained it better there. Right. So Jabra's thing that he explained there was nonsense, but what they're saying there is the premise is right that if you eat two, if you already eat a devil fruit and you try and eat another one and be greedy, your body can't handle it and you die. Right, okay, that makes sense. Full mysterious power. Yeah. What are you gonna do? They're not listed in. Right, okay, so there is an encyclopedia, but there's ones out there that are still like they don't know. So this, yeah, exactly. This is like a gamble for them. Yeah, if you get a weird power, that's you. Can't swim anymore, exactly. And you've got like a weird devil fruit. I don't know why you guys are debating this here. It's quite obvious that you're going to eat them. I mean, yeah, Jabra, you're wasting your breath. They're obviously going to eat these here. Oh, I like that they have that pattern on them, even on the inside as well. Okay, yeah. Well, I would gamble. I personally would gamble. You know, I would eat it. Oh, yeah, Jabra did say they tasted like, yeah, tastes like crap. You know, oh, I don't think Luffy had any problems when he ate the one in his fruit from Shanks when he was a kid. He seemed to enjoy it. Although, well, you can't really judge it from Luffy's taste, can you? It seems that Blueno couldn't... Oh, so Lucci knows that Blueno went out to fight? Okay, I didn't think they knew that Blueno had went out. But Lucci knew. Oh, my God. Right, okay. Let me see more of this fight, please. I'll fight with my guard up. Yeah. You need to fight with your guard up. Are you finished underestimating us, Blueno? Has he shook you a little bit? Okay. Here we go. Oh, good dodge, Luffy. Yeah, because will those Tempest kicks cut Luffy then? I'm guessing they will, based on what we saw from the mansion. Oh, man. Blueno with the cartwheel kicks. Oh, yeah, oh, God, I keep forgetting that he has this devil fruit. This could be a problem. Oh, yeah, Luffy, you need to watch out, man. Don't get caught with this guy. I still think he's going to use this devil fruit to escape from Luffy. I can change all things. Like partition to door. Whoa, we can do. What? Okay, that's a ridiculous power. Why would you? Oh, Luffy. Use your hands. Stop it with your hands. Yep, time to move, guys. Yeah, Luffy's there. Let's just go and get him. Oh, Gamora. Still going. Oh, let's try to get back up. Yeah. Makes me sad that Frankie thinks that his people didn't come for him. And look, they're all... Yeah, they're all fighting like this for him. I want Frankie to know that his people are here. I'm sure he will, but like I'm glad that he thinks that just the Straw Hats are there. Come on, Gamora. Yeah, let's do this. Oh God, it's at the end. Right, okay. That episode flew by. That episode absolutely flew by. It was mainly focused on, like, we didn't get much of the Luffy fight, with Blueno, and to my surprise, Blueno's kind of, well, with the help of his devil fruit, has kind of turned it around. But I still think that Luffy can beat him. I just think that the use of this devil fruit is kind of threw Luffy off guard a little bit. And so he has to figure out a way to combat that. Because I don't think that, as much as it's a good devil fruit for an agent, like an intelligence agent, I think it's a very useful devil fruit for what he does. I don't think it's very practical in fights. Like that revolving door thing he just did on Luffy is funny. It's funny. I think it's good for sneaking up on people. Sneaking up on them. But in a one-on-one fight where like you're on guard, it's not the best in a fight. Now, the question is, how much of not an upgrade, but how powerful are Kaku and Kalifa's devil fruit is going to be? Because it didn't show what powers they got from it. When will they show that? Because obviously they showed like they're both eating it. You could hear the beating, so they both knew that the changes were happening. I wonder if, that's a question. Like, I wonder if when you eat devil fruits in this world, you just have to kind of figure it out yourself, or do you know instinctively, like, right, okay, I can do this now. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't have, like, I obviously know there's some sort of encyclopedia that they mentioned where there are documented cases of devil fruits that people know about. Like, what I'm thinking is that Luffy's devil fruit must be in that encyclopedia because Sanji knew exactly what was going to happen after he ate it, right? So the question is, like, when you, like, let's just use for an example, like, buggies. Enough, that may not actually work as great. Because, like, I think if Buggy's won and, like, the first time he got cut, like, can he use it straight from the get-go? Or does he have to figure out what's changed, like, what he can do? Is it that way where you basically need to be like, right, okay, I need to figure out what my power is? Like, because, like, the zones, I think maybe the zones are more instinctual, where they feel like, oh, I can maybe transform. Or they're in touch with that kind of animal side of them because they've ate that devil fruit. But in terms of the more quirkier ones, like, how do you know how to activate that from the get-go? I don't know. Like, it's going to be interesting to see, because this is the first case of we've seen somebody in current time actually eating a devil fruit, I believe. I think so. I think that's right. I could be wrong, guys, but correct me if I'm wrong there. But I think this is the first time in the series we've seen people actually eating a devil fruit in the current timeline of the story. And they're basically like, I don't know what this is going to be. Because we've got a flashback of, like, Buggy eating his because of Shanks. We've got a flashback of, like, Luffy. Obviously, like, eating his in the bar. But I'm just wondering, like, when because we didn't get to see how Buggy figured out what his powers were. And that's an interesting concept to me, because that is like, if you have to, like, you've lost your ability to swim, and then you need to work, like, what if you've got something like that you wouldn't even think about trying, like Foxy's devil fruit. If you got Foxy's devil fruit, what, how many things did you think he went through to figure out what his power was? It's just, it's weird. It's a strange thing that just popped into my head there, and I'm like, I wonder how that works in this world, because they obviously must. You can tell with the way they were acting there. It was like they could tell something's happening to their bodies. So it just makes me think that it's that we're like, do they know, right? Like a Logia can tell, right? I feel like something's changed here. I can become this thing. And the same with zones. I think it makes more sense with those, but I think the Paramecia types, there's a lot of wacky stuff that you can get based on what we've seen, where it could be, it could be anything. It could be anything. And it would just be like a trial and error to work out, right, what can I do now? Like, what am I capable of now that I've eaten this? That's interesting. So that means that, based on the people I know from CP9 that have devil fruits, Lucci and Jabra both have zone types, right? We know Lucci is a leopard. Jabra did the transformation thing with Lucci when they were arguing, but we only got to see the kind of shadow of it. I'm guessing from that it's like a werewolf kind of thing, just based on the shadow when they both transform to fight each other. And it makes me think it is that, because Lucci kept calling him like a dog. So I'm thinking like werewolf kind of thing, or maybe because we've had dog devil fruits before, so it could just be a kind of different kind of dog, like a vicious dog, maybe a hyena or something like that. Because we had like, oh god, what was his name? It was like a dog kind, wasn't he? Chaka? It's Chaka, isn't it? Chaka. Like a jackal. Oh, it was like a jackal, wasn't it? But it's that way where I like that you can have different. It isn't limited to an animal, and I think that became clear really in Alabasta as well, because of that, because of the jackal kind of one, and then because of like Pearl's devil fruit, where he said like bird devil fruit, but falcon model. So there'll be other bird devil fruits out there that are different breeds of bird, which is cool, right? I like that, because it doesn't limit you to like, oh, there can only be one person in the world that has like a bird zone. No, there can be multiple. It just depends on the breed of bird, and it just makes it much more kind of fleshed out and gives you much more of a variety of, especially zone types, I'd say, which is cool. And I am looking forward to seeing what the devil fruit powers are. This worries me though, because when I was doing well, not really, because I was thinking about it. I was doing the matchups of who's going to go up against the CP9, and then I'm thinking if they've got devil fruits, I'm thinking, oh well, I'm worried now maybe if Nami or like Chopper or like Usopp bump into them. But now I'm not. Now I'm not as worried, because I was thinking about it there, and I'm like, oh no, wait a minute, like they've fought against they've fought against Baroque Works, who had the devil fruit powers, and they did brilliant, like that way where obviously Nami went up against Miss Doublefinger, was her name, the crazy spike lady. So we've done it before, we've faced these obstacles before, but it's that way where I think they're going to tease us a little bit and not reveal it right away what the powers are, which is cool. Hey, I'm all for it. I look forward to that reveal of the devil fruits, and it's going to be interesting to see, because it's the first time we've really seen somebody, and it's a villain as well, two villains as well, but somebody that's just eating a fruit, because they're not going to be used to it. Like, it's the way Lucci was explaining it there, was like, all devil fruits have, uses depending on how you use them and who the person is that's using it, right? Like, the most dangerous devil fruit can be meaningless in the hands of an incompetent person. So it's going to be good to see Kalifa and Kaku try and use these powers that they're not used to because they've just eaten these fruits. So that'll be our advantage for the Straw Hats as well, because even though they've both powered up because they've ate devil fruits, they're not used to it. Like, obviously, people that have, like you can tell that Lucci has had that zoned fruit for years. And he's very comfortable in his leopard form and like how strong he is, like compared to his human form. So he's had years and years to practice using his devil fruit. We're going to be able to see two newbies basically. So I hope that plays into our advantage, and we can take advantage of maybe their weakness, because they won't be used to not being able to get into water. That's a prediction. I think maybe we're going to trick one of them to try and go and swim. I don't know, guys. But you've got the, like, that way. We're on marine. What would you call it? You know, stronghold, if you want to call it that. I know it's like a place to lead you into the actual strongholds, but it's. Could we not even use like the sea prism stone? If that came, I keep thinking that Usopp is going to find a way, and I hope he does one day, because it will be very handy. Usopp to incorporate into his arsenal of weapons something with sea prism stone. You know, something that he can maybe mix with the dials or stuff to use that against these devil fruit abilities, because the Marines have these like nets that are made out of them, and like the handcuffs and like obviously the cells and stuff that are made out of it. They're obviously using it to contain Robin right now, but we need to start using that against them. If they're going to have this many people on their side that have devil fruit abilities, we need to start using this sea prism stone, guys. And I hope that Usopp does one day incorporate that into his arsenal. Because think of all the crazy like gadgets. Think of all the stuff he was using in his fight against Luffy. Imagine if he had sea prism stone in that fight, it would have been even better. You know, it's just, I don't know. You know, that way where like this episode's gave me a lot of things to think about. Where like there wasn't much kind of as much action in the last ones, but there was like a lot of things moving the story forward in this episode to be like, right, let's focus a little bit to show you what's happening inside the building of the CP9, to kind of show you what they're doing, how they're getting ready, so that when we get into the fights, we know, right, they've ate these devil fruits. You know, Lucci, I was surprised that Lucci knows that Blueno's went out like by himself to go wild basically against Luffy. That it doesn't seem to care, which is great for us, because I was worried that Blueno was going to use his devil fruit to go back when he realised that he couldn't beat Luffy. He was going to run back into the building and tell the rest of them and bring them out. But it looks like Lucci, and this is what I'm saying again, I want to see their arrogance crumble, because Lucci seems to not be worried at all and just be like, yeah, Blueno's went out. You know, he's went out, so maybe we'll get a chance to fight soon, if we're lucky. So he doesn't see the Straw Hats as a threat, which pisses me off. And I cannot wait to see them. Like Blueno, what's happening to Blueno right now is being humbled, right? Maybe not right now, because he's using his devil fruit to mess with Luffy here, but he got a shock and he was being humbled. His 6 powers thing wasn't as strong as he thought, and Luffy was much stronger than he anticipated. So I want to see that reaction from every single one of them, because they're clearly underestimating us, guys. Right, so that's me. I'm getting ready for the next ones. I'm excited because you guys have told me to watch them together. So I feel like they're going to be a good couple of episodes. You know, it's going to be good stuff happening there. And I'll be interested to see the cliffhanger of 272, to see why you thought, right, these two need to be together. Because if you said that, I'm guessing 272 must have a belter of a cliffhanger, right? But yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you've made it this far and you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Everyone that has subscribed comes back and watches, chats to me about One Piece. Thank you all so, so much. I really appreciate it, guys. And I will see you on the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.